Okay, you guys, happy Wednesday. So, a lot of updates. Klatskanine, that should be closing this Friday. We do have an extension that we put out a couple extra days just in case, but everybody should be coming through with their money and everything that they need, and we should be able to close on Friday. Super excited about that. Very excited to partner with Josh and Dominic about on that property. I think it's going to be a pretty big win. I really believe ARV has a 6 in front of it. So we'll see how that plays out. I hope it's a big win for them. We did agree, a gentleman's agreement, that if they do hit a sales price with a 6 in front of it, that they will we'll all go out to Disneyland and celebrate. So I don't know. That was just the first thing I could think of, but I'm sure there's plenty other cool places we could go. I've never been to Disneyland, so that's why. Let's see. What else we got going on? This Wednesday, I'm walking a property here in Milwaukee where they're asking $300,000. ARV has a 5 on it for sure, so I think that's a deal. So I'll be walking that today at 4. Very excited about that. What else do we got? A condo duplex. So this is a very unique. It's like a townhouse. It's more like a townhouse, but they're separate units, so they can be rented out separately. So we have a townhouse that we finally got the seller to come down from their ridiculous price. They're in pre-foreclosure. I initially offered them $5,000 to kind of help get them out of foreclosure, keep everything good with the banks, so they don't get foreclosed on, put some money in their pocket. And she said that wasn't motivating enough, which is very strange. I've actually never heard of that before. She's just ready to give it back to the bank. And I said, well, we're just going to give you $5,000 to sign some paperwork. I mean, that seems like a pretty decent deal. Anyway, she came back. She said she wanted 20. So we agreed just to see if we can make something happen. And of course, like I thought, we really can't offer that much. So after talking to a bunch of other investors, getting a bunch of feedback from everyone else, everybody told us what we already knew. So we went back to her and said, hey, listen, we can offer you 5. We talked to every other investor in town. No one's going to offer you more. You're gonna get foreclosed on and get nothing. And she said, well, can you guys do a little bit more? Can you get closer to 10? So just in the gesture of goodwill, we came up to 7 and said, listen, this really is the most we can pay. If not, we're just going to walk and wish you good luck. And so she signed at 7, and we really mean it too. Like I'm not trying to take advantage of anybody. I'm here to help. And if $5,000 or $7,000 for you not to get foreclosed on isn't enough help, okay, cool. Then you can get foreclosed on and have nothing. That's fine too. I'm just here to provide options. So anyways, it looks like she decided to go with the $7,000, where we stop her foreclosure, keep her credit from being absolutely devastated, and put money in her pocket. So we have a buyer who is, this isn't the greatest part, right? They're a bumpable buyer. So they have agreed to our price, right, to cover, the seller cost, get us paid, and cover all the arrears, right, because she's in pre-foreclosure, so she's behind on some HOA payments and behind on the mortgage itself. So all that should cover everything they need, plus put a little money in our pocket. But this is kind of dependent on her closing on another deal. So the buyer of our deal is selling another property, and as far as we're aware, they're going to be closing on their property on Friday. And the second that closes, she's going to sign to buy our property. So obviously not an ideal situation, but this is kind of the best buyer we could find for this. Again, it's an amazing property. It really is, right? The HOA fees suck, but it's in really decent condition. The downstairs has been fully remodeled. The upstairs unit needs a little bit of work, like paint and carpet, or LVP and carpet, but it does, it's not super crazy. But yeah, I mean, it just the HOA scares a lot of people away. But you're getting it on terms at a 3% interest rate. This is a sub 2 deal. I mean, it's a sweet deal. It really is. And you will cash flow if somebody wants to do long-term downstairs and midterm upstairs, or midterm both of them, whatever. Just no short-term, again, because of HOA. So we definitely have things going on, right? I have a couple contracts out in the wind right now with a property in Vancouver. They messaged me yesterday and said, hey, add this to the contract and we will sign. So I did that. So I'm hoping they sign today. We have 3 properties that I'm working with another partner on where we're going to joint venture on this. We have 3, count them, 3 properties that we're waiting for this seller to sign on. He's having his lawyer review everything and said he'd get back to us yesterday or today. And I'm not afraid of the lawyer at all. I gave them a very simple legal contract, as is, where is, cash, nothing creative, very simple. We agreed to the price, we agreed to the terms, we agreed to the closing date, we agreed to the title company. So everything should be handled. I think they just want, their lawyer to rubber stamp it. So I'm hoping that gets done today. I know lawyers are busy, so it could be sometime this week. But that is a check this out, you guys. 3 property portfolio, and we're spending $1,070,000. Me and a partner are buying 3 properties at $1,070,000, and we're gonna flip all 3 of them. So very excited to do that. Very, very cool. We've already agreed to everything, so now it's just kind of the paperwork. And once that gets handled, we should be good to go to get started on those. And yeah, just a lot of moving parts, you guys. A lot of moving parts. We got, people cold calling for me. I got a PPL campaign. I got acquisitions team. I got people. Yeah, I'm sending out letters. I'm cold calling. Right now, I'm on my way to do a notarization to go make a quick $150 for another investor. So I'm always down to like hustle. Well, gets me off of the phones a little bit, which is nice, right? It's nice to not be on the phones all the time because I'm calling probates, calling foreclosures, calling notice of defaults, calling people with true motivation and reaching out to them. Because what else am I going to do, right? And maybe when we pick up these flips, maybe I'll make some videos before and after. I specifically don't plan on doing any of that work myself, just because my time is more valuable finding deals, not so much fixing them up. But I made videos, right, of my rental apartments for you guys, right? I just recently did a flip that's still on the market. But anyway, so I show you guys that I'm totally willing to do work. I'm willing to put in. I'll put on my paint covered overalls and get to work. But really, where you need to start thinking about this strategically, you guys. Where is your time most valuable? Is it most valuable for you to clean your house or mow your yard? Is it more valuable for you to, cold call? Is it more valuable for you to door knock? Where is your true value? And you want to spend as much time, your highest value activity, the thing that generates you the most income. You want to spend most of your time doing that. So for me right now, it's cold calling until I have an appointment, which I do today at 4. Cold calling until I have an appointment, and then when I have an appointment, going on that appointment and closing the deal. And then finding a joint venture partner to partner with me to get it done, right? So that's where I provide the most value. And that's basically what I'm looking to do for people. I'm trying to find deals, trying to put things together. And right now I'm trying to find a parking spot. A lot of construction going on over here. Okay, you guys, I'll catch you later. I'm going to do this quick notarization, and then maybe I'll make another video for you guys. But I want to let you know the grind never stops. Keep going, keep grinding, keep going for it. All right, you guys, talk to you soon.